always happens when my husband is not around, when I'm in the room by myself. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is AGGIE, and if you're new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I just wanted to share with you guys something that I've been going through, something that I know so many people are going through, but you cannot feel free to share it with so many people because you're scared of being judged, you're scared of what people will think about you, you're scared that people might think that you're crazy. And what I'm going to talk about today is sleep paralysis. And I started experiencing sleep paralysis back when I was in high school. It's not a good experience, it's very scary, and if you have experienced this, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, sleep paralysis is when you're sleeping and you're gonna feel like you're awake. I don't know if you're truly awake, but you always feel like you're awake, your eyes are wide open, but you're unable to move any part of your body. And most of the time you find that you always feel like there's how do I call it, there's someone in the room with you. And most of these experiences, they come especially when you're alone. So when you experience sleep paralysis, you're always alone. I've never experienced it when I'm with someone or when I'm sharing my bed with someone. So back in high school there was a rumor of a girl who most people in school was saying that she was a witch. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but everybody was just so scared. And if you went to my school, if you're there during that time, I'd like to hear from you guys. I'd like to hear in the comment section if you ever experienced this when you were in my school. Those who are in my school, you know yourselves. So there was a rumor that there was a girl who was a witch, and during that time everybody was super scared. So one night when I was sleeping, I went to bed early enough, so I was fast asleep, but I was woken up because I felt like there was a presence of something or someone around me. And that presence, the person who was present there, or the thing that was present there, wasn't something holy. I would call it unholy. It was dark and it was so scary. So during that time my eyes were wide open, but my body went paralyzed. So I couldn't move my hands, I couldn't move my legs, I couldn't move any part of my body, and I was so scared. And I felt like there was a presence of someone around me, and within a few minutes I felt like someone had sat on my chest. It was so scary, and I've never talked to anybody about this because I was like, I felt like people are gonna judge me, people are gonna think that I am crazy, which I am not, because I lately realized that so many people are going through this and some people don't want to talk about it. So it has been like, this week has been like a sleep paralysis week for me, because the past 2 weeks, let me just say, the past 2 weeks has been like a sleep paralysis week, because I had never talked to anybody about this. But about 2 weeks ago I started talking this with my sister, and she was like, she has experienced the same, she has been in the same situation. So I was like, so I'm not alone. So I was comfortable to talk to her about it. And then a week later, some close family member also called us and told us that he had experienced sleep paralysis. And for him it was so scary because he felt like he was paralyzed, like the same experience I had. He was super paralyzed, and you can move your eyes, by the way, but you cannot move your body. So he felt like someone was in the room with him at that time, and he was so scared. And then he felt like the whatever was in the room with him had just passed over his chest. And then after a few minutes, I don't know whether this was the same experience because I can't remember the story very well, but after a few minutes, whatever was in the room held his hand like this and then just dropped it down. So you can imagine, like, it could even move your hands. So some people, when you tell them this, they will tell you that you're just dreaming, because I was trying to talk to my mom and she was saying that that is just a dream that you're having. There's no such thing as sleep paralysis. But if you've gone through it, so many people that I've talked to that have gone through this are super scared. Like, it is super scary to be in that vulnerable position that you cannot help yourself, but at the same time you feel like there's somebody in the room with you. It is super scary. I don't know if you've gone through this, but it is super scary. So that was the first time I experienced sleep paralysis when I was in high school. And then when I first got married and then the new house and stuff like that, and then I had another experience where I just felt like there was somebody in the room, something demonic. So I don't know, some people say that it's a demonic attack, but I don't know the truth in this. I'm just trying to find out, because a week ago I like watching these haunted houses documentary. So I was watching one, and there was a woman who was, you know, sharing her story about how she was living in a haunted house. And what she was saying was that in her house there were two hauntings. There was one which was a woman which would just be in the ballroom of their house, if you can remember clearly, and there was another one which was so evil, and that spirit dwelled in their bedroom. So one morning at around 5 a.m. in the morning, when her husband woke up to go to work, so the husband went, the husband had a shower, and for her, she was like sleeping, and then she was just woken up with something, you know, she felt a presence in the room, and then it's like she was held down. So she couldn't move her hands, she couldn't move anything, and the only thing she could do was probably move her eyes, and she was trying to scream. At that time, you're always trying to scream, you're trying to call someone, but you're not able to say anything. Like, it is that scary. So you don't know whether this is a demon or what's happening with you. Like, you're super scared and you're vulnerable, and you cannot even defend yourself, you cannot call anybody. Like, if you've ever experienced that, like, you know how super scary it is. So she was lying there, she was trying to call the husband, because she could hear the husband taking the shower, but she couldn't talk. And then when the husband came out of the shower, it's like she was just released. Yeah, it's like the thing which was in the room just released her. And when after, you know, several attacks, those demonic attacks, she called the reverend. I don't know whether it's the reverend they called or who. They called someone to come and help them, you know, find out if it was spiritual or it was just something else. So when they called, they found out that the house was haunted, and the ghost that was in that room was a demon. So I don't really have a clear answer to this, but I feel like these are demonic attacks, and you should be very prayerful about them. And you should, I don't really know even what to do anymore, because in this house where I'm recording right now, I've had probably 2 attacks, and it always happens when I'm alone. It always happens when my husband is not around, when I'm in the room by myself, and it's so scary, because you just wake up and you feel like I'm even feeling scared right now, because I'm alone in the house, and I don't really know. I don't know. So whatever made me make this video was that last night I woke up at around 3 a.m. and most of these attacks usually happen at around 3 a.m. and I was super scared, and I just remembered this, and I was so scared because I felt like if I went back to sleep, I thought that maybe I would have another attack. I was so scared. So the only thing I did was I just said a prayer and I asked God to cover me, and that was how I went to sleep. But these things are super scary. Like, when you have one attack, you always struggle so much to go back to sleep, because you're so scared. You don't even want to close your eyes. You can imagine the kind of feeling that you're having at that time. You don't even want to close your eyes. You're super scared. I don't know what happens during that time. I don't really know. I don't have an answer to that. I'm just giving you guys my experience, and I don't know if there's anybody out there who has had this experience, because lately I've heard that there's several people who are going through it, and most of the time they don't want to talk about it because they feel like someone is gonna judge them. They feel like someone is gonna say that you're crazy, and most people have told me it's just a dream, and I don't think it's a dream, because sometimes you can even see the whatever. There are times when you can even see whatever is attacking you. Mostly it's usually a very tall man, like a very tall slender man, or sometimes it's just an old woman. Yeah, mostly those are the most experience that I've had of the old woman and the slender guy. And I don't know, even talking about this, I'm just super scared because I'm home alone, and I don't even know if it's appropriate for me to make this video, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I feel like in your sleep you should be the alpha in order to avoid some of these things. And I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been trying to find out solutions to this. I've been trying to find out ways that you can stop this, because you can even end up doing certain things that you're not supposed to do because of this. I don't want to mention them because I don't want this video to be demonetized, because I just want to talk and tell you guys what someone is going through out there, because sometimes maybe a friend of yours has ever told you that she experienced this and you thought probably it was just a dream. It's not a dream, it's real, and it's super scary. And if there's any way that someone can get help, I believe someone should. So recently I was trying to find out if there are solutions to this problem, and probably most people are saying, according to my research, some people are saying it's just a dream, that you're just dreaming, and there are so many theories connected to it, and therefore I don't have an explanation to this. But what I'd just like to tell you, that the experience is traumatizing and it's super scary. Like, even when the close family member called me and told me that he had gone through it, I was so scared that night, because I felt like I would probably get an attack too, because it has happened before and it's not the first time, and it's so hard to talk about it if you're talking to someone who has never gone through it. And even my mom could not believe that it was possible, but it is, and I've gone through it, and it's super scary. And most of the time you don't even want to close your eyes when you're going to bed. You don't even want the night to come. I don't even sleep with my lights off nowadays because I'm so scared. I don't even know what to do about this. So if you guys have a solution to this, I'd like to hear it in the comment section. I'd like to hear if you've ever experienced this, because I want to know what's going on. And it is super scary, and it is so scary. Like, if you've ever gone through this, you know what I'm talking about. It is so scary. And lately I haven't had any attack. I don't remember having any, but I think last year, the last attack I had was last year when I was sleeping, and I woke up because I was feeling like there was a presence of someone in my room. And most of the time it's usually a male kind of feeling. The one in high school was a female kind of feeling, but the ones that I've been getting in my house is a male kind of feeling. And most of the time it's so evil, like you're so scared, you're shaking, and it drains the energy out of your body. Like, it really drains the energy out of your body. By the time you're out of it, by the time you're out of that paralysis, you're tired and you're exhausted and you're sweating, because it takes the energy out of you. I've even had cases where someone wakes up with blisters on the hand because she was trying to come out of it and she was clenching, and even the tooth kind of getting brittle, I don't know, breaking a small break, because you're clenching your teeth, you're trying to get out of it, but you cannot. Like, it is super scary. So guys, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you've ever gone through this, if there's a way of coming out of it. I was reading somewhere that you're supposed to start sleeping at the exact same time every day to avoid it. And you can also see, is it a sleep psychologist? I don't know. And probably you can also get spiritual help if you feel like you're being spiritually attacked, because I was also watching another documentary of a guy who also was going through the same thing, and for him it was super intense, because this thing would even pull his leg, like literally pull his leg when he's sleeping. So he called some people to try to find out if there was a presence of something demonic around in his room. And it's so scary, because even the girlfriend, who has never gotten this attack, was saw the figure of that demon, or I don't know what it is. And when she saw that, she was also scared, but she has never gone through the sleep paralysis. So I think some might just be sleep paralysis. Like recently I watched Kendall Jenner when she was talking about her sleep paralysis, and for her, she didn't mention anything on getting anything spiritual or anything demonic. It was just sleep paralysis. But there was a guy that I was watching in a documentary who was saying how he was attacked, and they even brought those machines and tried to ask the demon questions, and the demon was able to answer. So you can imagine that if it is spiritual, like the amount of scaredness you're going to have. I'm even scared. I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep tonight, because I'm just so scared. Yeah, it is that scary. So guys, I don't know if you have any comment, if you're gonna leave me any comment about your experience. I want to hear it. And I also want to hear if you've gone through the same thing. I also want to know your experience. I'd like to hear your story, and I'd like to probably know what you went through. If you're not able to discuss it with anybody, I'd like to know. Yeah, it really helps to talk. Like when I shared with my friends and my sisters, I really felt like it really felt like a relief. Like I felt like, you know, there's somebody out there who is going through it, because initially I was scared to share with anybody, because I was feeling like, people are gonna say I'm crazy, people are gonna say you know, people are even gonna start getting scared of you. You know, people do get scared of you when you're going through such things. They don't even want to be near you. They feel like you're gonna infect them with your problem. Yeah, so guys, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you went through. And also, if you like my video, I'd like to, you know, I'd like you to probably hit the like button and leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be super grateful to you. Yeah, so guys, I don't know what to say about this. I don't even know how to end this video, because I just wanted to share this with you. But if you like this video, please do subscribe, give it a like, and also hit the notification button, so that anytime I upload a new video, you're able to know, you get notified immediately. So guys, I want to hear from you guys, because I will be probably making another video of my findings, and I'll probably make another video if I find there's any solution to this. I would like you to know about it. So guys, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button. And I'm so glad that you watched this video to the end. And guys, see you soon, and goodbye.